So the purpose of life is not to be easy. The purpose of life is not to be easy. And once we understand that, it's our responsibility as Muslims. Islam tells us to struggle, but it also shows us how to struggle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us to be patient, to have sabr, to be patient as we struggle. And that the people that will be patient through the struggles will be greatly rewarded. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only constant, in the universe. And during our struggles, we have to realize that we have to put our faith in the proper direction. If we put our faith in human beings or anything else other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we put our faith into something or someone that will change, that will fade. So in our struggle, it is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that can help us. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. There's no strength or power except from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the problem in today's world is the people, they don't want to struggle. They think if they're struggling, there's something wrong. They have to be constantly given. They have their needs and their wants, and they need to have those fulfilled and immediately. Because the struggle, they think there's something wrong with that. But we know as Muslims and in Islam, it's a necessity to struggle. We should expect to struggle. We need to struggle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves the ones that He gives hardship and struggles to, because it's a test. It's a test of our faith, test of our iman. Just like when you lift weights, you lift 10 pounds, you get used to it. You lift 20 pounds, you get used to it. Then the 10-pound weight doesn't feel very heavy anymore. So you struggle through life and you grow and you learn and you become better Muslims, and then you look back at where you were and you realize you grew. You grew just like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon, and it's only through the struggle. So I think we need to embrace the struggle. We need to love the struggle in itself. We need to work on our patience with the struggle. We need to not look at a struggle as being something that is not supposed to happen to us. We need to really say, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. We need to give thanks and praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our struggles. And we need to appreciate our struggles, because we know that as we grow and struggle in this world and we learn patience and we learn to give dhikr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we will be rewarded in the hereafter. And to live a life where we can actually meet each struggle with dhikr and remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to actually reach a point in our lives where we're close to death, and because we built up taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will say La ilaha illallah, and we will give dhikr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as we die. What greater thing can we do? What greater thing can we do? Instead of worrying, did we spend enough money on this, or do we make enough in our investments? So I think we just have to turn our heads and really think about the struggle itself and the struggles that were happening in our lives, and say, that's a blessing. That's a major blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we have to expect it. And once we say, okay, we expect it, we need it, it's for our own good, it means that life isn't as difficult as we thought, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always there with us. We take one step towards Him in our struggle, He will help us deal with our struggles. So let us, may Allah give us the tawfiq to do the right thing, to build sabr, and to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our struggles. Amen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.